Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out the digital adaptation of the popular board game Role Player. So, Role Player is a tabletop game that I own. It has 2 different expansions, I believe, and I own all of them. The game is also available on Tabletop Simulator. I've covered the game there as well. As soon as this game hit Steam's Early Access program, I nabbed it. I love this game. This is a dice rolling drafting game where you're going to be creating a character, like in a typical RPG or like in Dungeons and Dragons. You're going to be assigning dice to various attributes, like strength and agility and constitution. And depending on your backstory and other goals that you might have, you'll gain points or lose points and so on. It's really cool. Now, I will warn you that this early access version is not as complete as the tabletop experience. This particular version right now does not contain any of the expansions. Personally, I've not done any research. I do not know if they are coming or not. It's stupid if they don't bring them to the Steam platform, because the expansions add, I think there's like familiars and companions, and there's even a boss expansion where at the end of your run you can actually fight a boss in a cooperative setting with your other fellow players. It's really cool. This game feels a lot, at least on Steam, feels a lot more bare bones than that. In fact, there is no AI in this game. It's just solo play and pass and play. There's no online multiplayer as of yet. I believe I read that was coming, but don't quote me on it. So just suffice it to say that right now this game on Steam is in limited form. So I just want to warn you going in, okay? That being said, it's still a fantastic game. Let's just show you a quick look here. There's an options menu here. Not a whole lot. There's no like full screen toggle. If I hit Alt Tab, if I hit Alt Enter rather, it doesn't shrink the window to a smaller size. So this needs addressed for sure. So there's pass and play, and there's the solo game. There's also the tutorial, but I already know how to play. So you're going to create a character. Now, unfortunately, the game will randomize stuff for you a lot. You don't get to choose a particular card like you could in the board game. I'll get to that in a minute. But here are my choices. I've got Dragonkin, Dwarf, Elf, Halfling, Human, Orc. I'll go ahead and just choose the Human. And the reason why you may want to choose someone else, the Dragonkin, for example, has +2 in strength but -2 in dexterity. And every row that you're assigning dice to has a final score target goal. So if your target goal in strength is, say, 18, then you need all 6s there in order to reach 18, because there's only 3 slots per attribute. So 6 and 6 and 6 is 18. But if you have a strength modifier of +2, you could do something like a 4, 6, and 6, and then with that +2 modifier, you can make it 18. So there may be reasons why you may want to adjust certain attributes, but I'm going to stick with the Human. It's just straight across the board. And then from here, you get to choose your class, you get to confirm your alignment and backstory, and then place initial dice. You get to choose one of 2 classes. Again, I wish I actually had an actual choice. Like, I wish I could go through all the different cards and pick what I wanted. The game just gives you 2 random ones. I've got Warrior and Barbarian. Not a whole lot of choice there. But if you look on the card, you'll see what your target goal is for each attribute. It says Strength. On the Warrior side, it says Strength 18, Dexterity 16 to 17, and Constitution 17. And the number of stars next to it is how many victory points you earn at the end of the game should you reach that target value. Okay, so 14 plus... Anything above 14 or higher is fine, but you only get 1 victory point for it. So these ones are a little bit more harder to get. Each class also has a special ability, like Warrior has Prepared. After buying an armor card, you may take a Constitution attribute action. Or the Barbarian, you may equip up to 4 hands worth of weapon cards. Typically, you can only have 2 hands worth of stuff, right? You've got 2 hands, but the Barbarian can like dual wield heavy weapons. That's what the Barbarian's all about. And these weapons that you get and these armors that you get will contribute toward bonus points and give you other abilities. And then we'll just click Warrior and Next. And you are assigned these. Again, I wish I could pick. In the board game, I could easily pick, and I don't like the fact that I'm limited here. So I was assigned the Renegade, which that's an alignment kind of thing where you start in the center, right? And then there's a 3x3 grid. The silver stars are negative points. So as you play, your alignment will change based on the cards that you play or buy from the market. So it's possible that, by buying a card you really want, you could actually move your alignment into a bad area, and then that will give you negative points. In this case, my Renegade wants to be good chaotic. So if I can move my alignment up one and to the right one, or at least end the game with it in the upper right-hand corner, I'll get 3 points. The Aristocrat here, the backstory. So if I match again, each row, so like strength has 3 dice slots and dexterity has 3 dice slots. If I can put a blue die in the last strength slot, then that counts as a bonus. If I can match the colors of 2 or 3 of those spots, then I get a point. 4 or 5 will give me 3 points, and if I can match all 6 colors on this, I'll get 6 points. That's the gist there. So now is the setup phase. We're just going to roll dice and just assign them. Nothing fancy happens here. We just sort of assign them. I want purple here, so I'm just going to assign the others elsewhere. This needs a 14 plus. This needs a 14 plus. Do that. These are terrible dice, to be honest with you, but we'll just do something like this and hit finish. Now, we're not going to play a full game, but I just want to show you what the digital version on Steam was like, because I have spent hours covering this game already. So the first part of the roll phase is just roll initiative dice, and then you draft. As you're playing the computer, one of these dice will be chosen by the enemy, and they'll also trash one of the cards here. So let's go ahead and just roll the dice. And now it's a 2, 3, and a 6. There are no dice that can be reordered. Okay, fine. So, with that in mind, just hit finish. Place initiative dice in the attribute row. Okay, so now we've got to 2, 3, and 6. By buying the middle one, I get a gold coin on top of that. So I might do this. Put the pink one or the purple one there. Now, whenever you land on a spot, whenever you assign a dice to a slot, you can actually take its special action. And in Constitution here, you can increase the value of any die by 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the action, and I'm going to increase the green die up by 1. Reason being, in my strength row, I need 6, 6, and 6 in order to make 18 to get those 4 victory points. So I'm sort of setting myself up in that row if I possibly can. I also gain a gold coin for that. Choosing the middle one gives you a gold coin. So I'll hit finish. And I think we are going to the next phase. Now we can buy or discard a card from the market, activate skills, and choose exhausted skills to refresh. So from here, I guess we'll choose a card. Cunning, this is a trait. Now this will, if I choose this card, in the upper right-hand corner, it costs 3, but it also moves my alignment to the left, which actually gives me a negative point because my alignment there does not like that. Dedicated does the same thing. Although if I have at least 1 weapon card, 1 skill card, and 2 trait cards, I gain... so I get 2 victory points if I have a combination of these things. Or I could just take the mace. When any player discards a card from the market, you gain an additional gold. So rather than buy a card, I can just discard one for money. But this blessed mace actually gives me more money when I do that. I'm going to go ahead and choose that. There's no alignment, change there. But it does take up one of my 2 hand slots. So I'm going to go ahead and hit buy. And again, I can also discard any card for 2 gold coin. And next phase. Okay, so now we start on the second round here. We're going to roll dice. And 3, 3, 6. I could put this purple into the black here if I wanted to, make use of that. I like it where it is, actually. Finish that. And now I'm going to take... The gold dice doesn't match any color on your character sheet, but it does give you gold. So that's good. But I'm going to take this middle one, actually, and put this one here to match that color. I get a coin. Do I want to take the wisdom attribute action? I put it on wisdom, so what do I get? I get to move my alignment up, down, left, or right by 1 space. We want that. I'm going to move it. I think I want to move it up. So, yeah, I want to move that up 1 space and finish. And again, if I can get it in the upper right-hand corner there, I'll get 3 points at the end of the game. All right, next phase. Buy or discard a card from the market. The heavy crossbow requires 2 hands, which I don't have. Cure wounds. That makes my alignment go up by 1. That would have been nice to have. Maybe I should have went to the right instead. That's another thing. Is there like I don't think there's an undo button, is there? Nope. Once you go to the next phase, that's it. This leather gloves is nice. The more you have of a colored set, the more points you get. However, certain classes prefer certain armor pieces. My warrior here is a red class, and the leather is purple. So, not a great match. So what I may do is make use of my heavy mace and sell something. Let's get rid of the crossbow. So I'll just discard it for 2, but my mace gives me 1 more coin. My blessed mace down here. So we'll hit next. Alright. Lots of gold dice there. We're just going to make a ton of money from that. Well, we might as well just take the middle one. Finish. Okay, so I do not want to put it in dexterity because that would cover up the green. I also want to think about point values too. Unfortunately, wisdom, there's no way for me to reach this 14 plus total. That may just, just may have to accept that. Now, are there any cards here I may want to buy? Loyal is gain 4 victory points if you have completed all your attribute goals. Probably not going to happen. Foolish, gain 2 points if either your intelligence or wisdom is 8 or less. That's actually good. I've got low numbers right now on intelligence and wisdom, and I only get 1 point for actually completing that target value. I might actually buy the Foolish, and that will also push me to the right by 1. Based on this upper right-hand corner, this alignment arrow is going to the right. So I will buy that card. So I'm going to take this and put that, I think I'll put that under intelligence to keep my numbers low. That allows me, no. Let's go put this under charisma. Reason being, why aren't you doing that? There we go. Okay, so this will make, this charisma action makes buying a card cheaper. That's what this charisma action does. So I'm going to hit next. And now I get to... Oh, he trashed it, you stupid. Yeah, again, since I'm playing single player, cards will sometimes be discarded at random like that. So now I'm left with Loyal and Climb. Well, I might as well take something. I don't know if I can take this, though, because my alignment can't go up. Before or after selecting an initiative die, flip all the dice in the dice pool. That's not... I wonder if we can buy it based on where our alignment is. It looks like we can. Nothing happened. Okay. We'll hit next phase. Roll initiative dice. Okay. So, no dice can be reordered. Fine. Before or after selecting... Oh, cannot move alignment. Oh, I have to move my alignment up in order to use this card. That's right. So, I have to move my alignment back down before I can activate this skill card. The cost of using Climb is to increase this by going up. But I can't do that. I'm already on the top row. So, that's kind of a waste. But sometimes other cards feed off of it. And it is a red card, so maybe I might make use of it. Anyway, so based on what I'm seeing here, I want a small value die to keep my intelligence down. Oh, I'm not going for that anymore, huh? Well, the chain helm, I'm either going to buy the chain helm or the chain leggings, I think. So I don't think it matters where I'm putting these dice. I've got plenty of money, so let's put the 3... This will wreck my wisdom. You know what? I'm going to do this and bring... I'm going to... Yeah, I'll bring that to the right. Yeah. Just to prepare. I just want to make sure I've got that locked in for the end of the game. Again, this can move, though, based on other cards that I've played. All right, so next phase. Do I want to buy from the market? Okay, so the leggings were trash, but I definitely want to buy the helmet. So it's +1 victory points per set if worn by... +1 victory points per set if worn by red or white classes. We do want to buy this for sure. After buying an armor, you may take a Constitution attribute action. I will. What dice do I want to bump up? Maybe Constitution? That's going to be tough to do. That's 3 points if I can get this value to be 17. These are kind of screwed down here, to be honest. So maybe I'll just bump up that by 1. Alright. And next. Roll dice. 1, 3, and 4. Again with the red 3. Green. I can put the green 1 in dexterity, but that is such crap. the amount of, I mean, the amount of low dice that I'm getting in this game is off. It's just awful. Well, I want to put the 1 here, clearly. If I can't meet my values, I at least want to try and get my backstory good. So maybe I'll take that. Exchange the placement of any 2 dice in your character sheet. What would I exchange at this point? There's nothing I'd really want to exchange. Maybe... No, maybe... Let's skip. Oh, let's... can I go back? It's not going to let me go back. Okay. That's what I mean. Like, there's no, like, back button. I have to do it now. What would I swap? I need to leave the 6 up there. 3... There's no higher value than... Yeah, I'll just skip it. Fine. It's kind of a waste, to be honest. Can I undo that? Yes. Okay, there we go. I had to redo all of that. Okay, so rather than do that, let's just get the black 4, or actually the red 3. No, we want high numbers. We'll do the 4. I don't know. I don't think we're going to make our intelligence, so we'll do that. Not there. I was trying to put it here. So that allows me to choose any die on my character sheet and re-roll it. You may choose to keep either the new value or the original value. I do want to do that. I want to re-roll these low numbers down here if at all possible. Maybe I'll choose this 2 and re-roll that. And it's a 5. That's not bad. I will keep the 5 and finish. It's not a whole lot, but, you know, so it goes. And next phase. So I think you guys get the idea. This will continue until my board is completely full. Once that happens, I'll be evaluated on a number of things. I'll be evaluated on my backstory. How many like colors did I match on my character sheet? What was my alignment finally set at? Okay, that kind of thing. Any kind of chain set cards that you may have, if you're able to get a complete set, or just, you know, more than one of the same type of set, you'll get some bonus points for that. That's kind of cool. And after all of that is said and done, you'll get a final score. Like I said, I'm kind of bummed that this game doesn't have AI yet. It doesn't include any of the expansions. It's only available, solo and pass and play are the only things available, and that bothers me. Again, if this were marketed as a complete finished product, I would actually be a little pissed, but because it's actually marketed as early access, you know, I'm willing to give it some more time to cook. But I will continue watching this. I love Role Player as a game, so there's no contention there. I just sincerely hope the developers continue to work on this, give us more options, let us pick our backstories, let us pick our alignments, let us give us more, okay? Make the expansions available. Hopefully they will do that. I would love to fight dragons and get companions and stuff, or bosses, as it were. But anyway, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.